Kyrgyzstan has ordered U.S. forces to depart within 6 months from an air base that is key to military operations in Afghanistan. The decision has complicated U.S. plans to send more troops to battle rising Taliban and al-Qaeda violence in that region. However, the U.S. says it will consider paying more rent to keep the base open. Amy Bainbridge explains.
At a meeting of NATO defence ministers in Krakow, Poland, US Defence Minister Robert Gates said he believed there was still potential to strike a deal to keep the base open.
But I continue to believe that this is not a closed issue and that there remains the potential, at least, to reopen this issue with the Kyrgyz and perhaps reach a new agreement.
Gates said if the US cannot do that on reasonable terms, they'll develop alternative methods of getting supplies and people into Afghanistan. The agreement on the use of the Manas base, the only US base in Central Asia, was signed in 2001 when the United States launched the war in Afghanistan. Kyrgyzstan announced plans to close the Manas base earlier this month. Kyrgyzstan's president complained that the United States was not paying enough rent for the base. The announcement came shortly after Russia said it would give $2.15 billion in aid and loans to the nation. The Kyrgyz parliament on Thursday voted to approve the closure of the Manas base. On Friday, President Kurmanbek Bakiev signed the law terminating the lease agreement with the US. After receiving official notification on the closure of Manas, the US has 180 days to withdraw about 1,000 military personnel who are currently deployed there. Amy Bainbridge, CCTV.